This is the PPC Tutor Podcast. Join us as we provide valuable tools, tips and resources, helping you to kickstart your PPC career.
Thanks for joining me, and in this podcast I'm going to be talking about how you can become a Google Ads specialist. I've been a Google Ads specialist for over 13 years now, so a long time, and I've managed a wide range of campaigns, worked with a lot of businesses, setting up, managing campaigns, doing a lot of training and auditing and reviews. So I'm just going to share with you some insights that I've learned over the years and sort of like how I started. So I'm going to talk about obviously how Google Ads works, just a brief introduction to that, how you can get training and learn about the certification process, setting up campaigns and accounts, the various options to becoming a Google Ads specialist, whether you're going to go freelance, agency, or in-house, how to apply your skills and so on. So yes, that's what I'm going to be talking about. My name is Mike and I love Google Ads. I think it's the number one platform in the digital marketing industry. So Google Ads, some people, they have an interest in Google Ads, but they don't know how it works. Now, basically, Google Ads is what is known as a pay-per-click platform. So the system works as people search on Google, ads come up for those searches, and when people click, the advertiser gets charged for those clicks. So that's just it in a basic sense. But obviously Google is a very large platform with different campaign types, but the core model of Google is targeting people who are searching online, searching on the Google search engine, and advertisers creating ads that come up as people are searching for their products and services and so on. There's other campaign types to do with display advertising, with banner ads. There's also video advertising on YouTube. That's also part of the Google Ads platform, but the primary one is search. And if you're going to be a Google Ads specialist, I believe you should know and understand search very well. And then you can also look at things like display, shopping, app, performance max, discovery campaigns, YouTube video advertising, and all these other platforms, even targeting based on audiences and demographics. First, get yourself grounded in search advertising and Google Ads. And then something you're obviously going to need to do if you want to become a Google Ads specialist is you're going to need to get some solid training. There's many ways to learn Google Ads. And the honest truth, I started many years ago. I didn't go through a training process. I set up an account and just learned the system, read. Back then, I think that was about 2004. They didn't really have a lot of material in Google Ads for you to learn. So you really had to test the campaign types, which was just mainly search back then. But I learned that and I grasped quickly. But over the years, Google has provided a lot of training material. I mean, as you're setting up your campaign, there's lots of articles you can click, and you can even go into depth and learn more and go into the help articles so you can train and learn that way. But they also provide a learning platform called Skillshop, and you can sign up to that and get your training. It's a free platform, very powerful, good for beginners especially, and intermediate people who want to sharpen their skills. For more advanced training, there's different ways of learning that, probably going on a one-to-one training. If you want to get the advanced training, that tends to work because you can learn some really good tips and tricks to manage your campaigns. So that's one way to learn. You can also learn on YouTube. There's some really good videos there, some channels that really go into depth about Google Ads and the various features that you can go through. And you can obviously take training through a Google Ads specialist like myself. I offer training. I train people almost on a weekly basis. And I train people on the various features, obviously based on what they need to learn, whether it's search campaigns or it's shopping campaigns and so on. So that's another way to learn. And there's courses as well. You can go on sites like Udemy and sign up. They've got some free courses, and you can just go through the learning process there. And even the paid ones are quite cheap, something like $10, or you can wait for a discount or an offer for some of the more expensive ones. But they also tend to work well. So there's a lot of ways to learn Google Ads, and it's important that you get training if you want to become a Google Ads specialist. And then the good thing about the Google platform, the Skillshop training platform, is that if you want to get the certification to show and demonstrate your skills, you're going to have to sign up for that one. Skillshop, search for it on Google, and it's one of the lists that will come up at the top. So with Skillshop, you can just go through the certification process, take the lessons, take the exams. If you pass the exams, I believe the search one at the moment is one exam. You need to get like 80% or something like that. And once you get that, you've got the certification. You can show anyone that wants to see sort of what skills you have, or if you're looking for a job or something like that, you can display that. If you want to then go on to becoming a Google partner, it's one of the first stages to get in there. For you to become a Google partner, you obviously need to pass those exams, and you need to be also managing a certain amount of advertising spend on some campaigns and accounts that you're managing, whether in-house agency or some of your own clients. So that will help you get to the partner status. So you can learn about this when you log in to Google Ads and the Skillshop platform as well as you take those exams. As I mentioned, setting up an account is really good, so you can test the different campaign types. You can start with the basic smart campaigns and just learn and get a feel for the system. You're not charged to set up an account. It's free. Of course, the smart ones are basic, so there's not a lot of management you can do with those. But if you really want to learn, you should set up a full search campaign and then just go through the learning process. You don't actually have to add any billing details or payment settings unless you want to, if you've got plans to then activate whatever campaign you're setting up at the moment. But you can just set up an account and just test the system, set up a campaign, give yourself some time and learn the controls, the features, the various campaign tools that are in there. And it's very valuable. I mean, doing the training on its own just will not work. You really need the practical. The practical is actually more important. But when you've got those two, you can really achieve a lot in just a week and in just a month, and you could be managing effective campaigns in your account or your client's account. So that's how you become a Google Ads specialist. Now the question is, what kind of setup are you looking for? Are you looking to freelance, to get your own clients and just manage them? That's what I did many years ago, and I work with lots of clients. I've worked with lots of businesses, thousands, just training and also setting up and managing accounts. Gives you the freedom, gives you the ability to earn a lot more than you would if you're working in-house or an agency. I mean, I earned a 6-figure income for many years, and it's great as a freelancer, as a Google Ads specialist. Another option is you can look for a job with an agency. The advantage is that you get that job, you get the opportunity to work with some good clients, maybe some you wouldn't be able to get initially as a freelancer. And it also gives you the opportunity to just work with a wide range of clients and learn from some more experienced Google Ads specialists in the agency. And the other option is obviously to get a job with a company that's looking for a PPC or a Google Ads specialist, and you manage their campaigns based on the skills you have. Obviously, the disadvantage with that is you only work, likely that it's only going to be one account, and it's not going to really broaden your skills, unlike working with a wide range of clients. But it's good because, the job security, and it gives you a lot of freedom, and you can work on a specific campaign and sharpen your skills. So that's another very important thing to consider. And becoming a Google Ads specialist is really about applying those skills, whatever you're learning, just continue applying them, continue training, get some one-to-one training, and even get some books. There's some really good books on Google Ads if you check Amazon and so on. So that's how you become a Google Ads specialist. It could take you a year, it could take you years, it could take you a few months, but it's really worth it. And it's an industry that's really moving forward and one that I would recommend to a lot of people.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the PPC Tutor Podcast. To find out more, why not connect with us online by visiting our website at www.mikencube.co.uk. Join us again next time for more valuable tools, tips and resources helping you to kickstart your PPC career.